Airtel India Esports Tour continues its quest to find best esports athletes. The party has reached Northeast India with the Northeast Esports Summit. Two new esports titles, Clash of Clans and FreeFire. 4 qualifiers, 1 grand final, prize pool of 3.5 lakh rupees. A golden opportunity to rank up on the national leaderboard of India's best esports athletes. Northeast, are you ready? Qualifier 1 registrations from 14th to 26th October. The serene land of diversity and charm is set to witness the celebration of esports. 8 states, 1 voice. The Northeast Esports Summit is calling. 2 big titles, Clash of Clans, FreeFire. Compete in 4 online qualifiers to reach the grand finals. Prize pool of 3.5 lakh rupees. Registrations open from 14th October onwards. Hello and welcome back for the one final last time. This is of course the final battle that shall take place in Northeast Esports Summit by Nodwin Gaming, of course powered by Airtel India Esports Tour and sponsored by the wonderful energy drink Red Bull. I'm your host Blora. Joining me on the analyst desk it is none other than Fixes to talk more about how the qualifiers have been thus far for you, mate.
Well, the final qualifier,
Right.
the 4th qualifier, and this is the last chance for all these teams from the northeastern region to make it over here to our playoffs. So we did take a look at the teams, and we did have some pretty similar names that have really popped up yet again. So finally, third time was not a charm for a few of the teams. Maybe they can just pull it out in the fourth one.
Maybe today they might be able to get that wonderful victory, because after all we're looking at teams that once again have joined us from Qualifier 1, Qualifier 2. You're talking about Assam Elites, you're talking about Mizoram 2040, and as you move on along, Parambyang, the clans have showcased wonderful plays, but today the question is going to be how far in the journey have they learned from their mistakes, how far are they wanting to improve from those mistakes, and along with that of course is going to be the massive prize pool of 3.5 lakh rupees when you talk about the Northeast Esports Summit, amongst which of course Clash of Clans has a separate sect altogether.
Yeah, of course, 1,30,000 rupees coming out. The first position getting 75,000 rupees. So that's a huge money, considering that we are just venturing into the northeastern territories. The potential that we have from these lads is immense. But yeah, coming back to the discussion about the teams. So what really is happening, that the teams are going off to a good start.
Right.
In the middle, somewhere or the other, one of their players tends to get a 1-star, and that completely messes things up, and
So
that
true.
has been the storyline for Assam Elites every single qualifier.
Just that 1 star. That
Yes.
1 star is able to kind of stop them in their tracks. But along with that, of course, these are not the only 2 teams. We have 2 semifinals going to be taking place today. So let's have a look at the bracket, or so to say the tree, that is going to be branching across for this qualifier, for the final qualifier in Northeast Esports Summit, where indeed Assam Elites will be going against Mujo Future 2040 to start off our day with semi-final 1. Moving on to the second game, it will be 4+1 going against Tangkhul Yatak.
Yeah, of course, as peculiar their name is, they did participate in the second qualifier, but really could not make it to the finals that time. But this time around, they are looking to turn things. They are looking to make those changes. If you talk about the COC meta right now, we are seeing a lot of Super Witch strat coming up. The classic hybrid strat is always there. You tend to get a lot of damage, if not 3 stars. With that, you tend to get around 80 to 90% damage with the hybrid attack. We do see the Yeti bowlers coming out. We also see the Lava Loon strats coming out. So, well, the strats are pretty much common, right? Pretty much similar throughout the world. Everyone does know which strat is being executed. But what really matters in the competitive arena over here, Lakshay, is the fact is when do you use your spells, when do you use your troops at the right time, how do you funnel it, how do you create the opening, how do you use your heroes. So it all comes down to those things. So it's timing and perfect execution, I must say, is very important for a 3-star.
Absolutely is, and along with that, when it comes to these 2 teams, Assam Elites going against Mizo Future 2040, what we have seen in the recent past when it comes to qualifier 2 and 3 is the fact that they got down to a wonderful start, But eventually, as you mentioned, came down to certain players who were not able to perform as adequately as was required of the situation. Thus, they were not able to clutch a victory. But in that process, these teams have battled against each other for lot many times. Now, after having battled at least twice, the question is going to be, have they understood each other's strategies? Because yes, when you talk about the Dragaloon attack, that is something that certainly does end up creating a wonderful funnel for you. But eventually, after that also, you need to be able to keep a track of your troops. If you don't end up having enough troops, that is something that we've seen, that the attack starts off wonderfully. You've got at least 50 to 60% of the base done, but then 2 stars and you just sit in there with, uh-oh, I don't have no more troops. I was not able to plan it right. And before you know it, the game's just gotten away out of your hand.
Yeah, so that really happens. But we have also seen a lot of, spells being used right from the start. The lightning spells, the earthquake over there just to destroy that one building. So majority of the times we do see the clan castle being taken down, even the eagle artillery going down, which dishes out a lot of damage if it's not really dealt with. So those things are going to be really crucial as to how the teams are actually making the approach. Are they going to destroy those early defenses, the defensive turrets, or else are they going to just walk their way in? The usage of Queen's abilities, that also becomes really important alongside all the other heroes that we have. So it all comes down to the timings. You need to know when exactly you need to trigger them.
And that pixel. You so have to be precise on that pixel as you drop down your troops, because again, just that one sweep across from your thumb to your finger, and that pixel difference itself could make a break or make game for you. And that is something that is so very true. But along with that, when you talk about the Queen, of course, we've also seen the healers being utilized so graciously throughout, and those healers, if utilized well, are going to be creating havoc with just that one awesome card.
See, the thing with healers is that, of course, they initially start focusing on the Queen. They tend to heal her up so that she can deal the maximum amount of damage. Either she can go in from the edges, or just she can charge in towards the base directly. So there are true strats with the Queen. But then again, you also have other heroes like your Grand Warden coming out. You need to learn how to use the ability, because at one point, if you trigger it, you just go invincible for a few seconds. And that is where that is the moment where you're supposed to do the majority of the damage. So Grand Warden definitely does come with a whole stack of Red Bulls. It makes you invincible.
It certainly does. Along with that, of course, I do want to mention another troop that is going to, of course, be the Hog Rider. The Hog Rider comes in with such an incredible energy. Is just whooping across the entire base. And of course, it is with them wings that is providing it the energy. And with that, of course, with that energy all set, let's quickly get busy with this semi-final one and quickly throw it to our wonderful casters.
Hello everyone, and thank you very much Lakshya and Fix as well. This is Northeast Esports Summit. The first match is going to be Assam Elites versus Mizo Future 2040. And my name is Ocean Chama. Alongside me, it's going to be Bhavna Shadow. So Shadow, what do you think of this match right now?
Well, if we talk about this match, I'm very excited because Team Mizoram will be fighting, I think, the 4th time, I think.
Yeah.
So let's see. And we know Mizoram uses one of my favorite attack, Ocean, that is going to be an air attack. As far as I have seen their gameplay, I would like to ask you, which attack do you like? The air attack or the ground attack?
My personal favorite always has been the hybrid Hogminer combination, starting off with a Queen walk with the healers at the back and Queen up at the front, and then you can make up at least one compound's opening. Then you can either use Barbarian and Siege Barrack with the Barbarian P.E.K.K.A, that combination, and then once you have a proper area open for you, you can go for that hybrid Hogminer combination, just the push coming in alongside Grand Warden as well. So those kind of attacks, I mean, it's kind of tried and tested personally, so I would say that gives you a pretty good outing. But what about you? Like, which is your favorite attack out of all?
I love Galaloon attack. I'm a fan of air attack when the balloons are dropping in and just destroying. I just love it, and I can already see there are 25 balloons. So we are going to see an air attack, Ocean.
Yes, we are for sure going to see a Lava Loon attack. You can see he has Professor has 2 Lava Hounds as well, but Yetis onto one side are trying to go for their opening, and Royal Champion onto the back end side. You can see that's a pretty good outing by Royal Champion. Obviously, will have to use used the ability, so Royal Champion will be going down, but almost did the damage to one full compound. And now there it is, King and Queen alongside the Ice Golem onto the back end sides. Seems like a good outing. Obviously, will be using it at this moment. Plus, has a Battle Blimp as well. We'll have to see if the battle blame goes from the back end side of Eagle Artillery compound, because that will be a very good outing. But CC troops, like CC defenses, have been pulled out.
Well, definitely the defenses have been pulled out, and if we talk about Queen, she's under a raid spell, and let's see, they have to be careful of the two Expos that are shooting towards them, but that was a perfect placement of a freezing spell, and I think they will be able to take the whole compartment. Queen is still alive, she has her ability with her, and let's see how that is going to turn out. I think it's a matter of time that the town hall will be gone, and they will have their first star, but that Expo is giving a lot of trouble to the Queen over there, and Queen has used her ability, and she wants to take that tower down, and she has managed to take it down, and they have gotten their first.
Well, previously it was the ice golem that just splashed out and dropped that freeze, and after that they were trying to use the freeze spells as well. But right now we'll have to see what happens as they are using. Alright, so this is the stone slammer right now being used to its perfection. Let's see how that just goes down. And yes, now comes the proper attack from the back end side. Eagle Artillery has also opened up its eyes to drop it down and everything, but stone slammer, it might just go down with the scatter shot or not. I mean, yes, it does. Scatter shot will be the next one, going down with one dragon and so many balloons out there. The hidden Teslas are being deployed, but I think it won't be an issue. 52% 3-star right now. This can easily go to a very high percentage.
Yes, this can definitely go to a very high percentage, maybe a 3-star also, if they are able to take down that Expo over there. And I think the balloons will be able to take down, but they have to be careful of the hidden Tesla, and the Tesla takes all their balloons down, and all balloons are gone now. But they still have the electro dragons with them, not electro dragons, I'm sorry, the dragons are with them. And let's see how much damage can a dragon do, but they still have few more balloons, and another freezing spell is coming into the action. Let's see if we can take a defense down, but no air defense balloons down. It was kind of expected, because if you're not taking your air defenses down and deploying the balloons, they are going to go very easily, Ocean.
Yeah, 72% right now. You can see a few pups and a few minions onto the back end sides, and those were the last troops. They have one wall breaker, but I don't think so that's going to be of any use right now. It's just down to Grand Warden for what it can do. 6 seconds onto the clock, 75% to 77%, right? Will be going to a 79%. Yes, it does. 79% 2-star by Professor. I mean, this lad, he never disappointed me personally, was always trying to go for the 3-star attacks, but now this time he goes for a 2-star 79. I would say somehow things are looking pretty deadly from both the sides.
Yes, things are looking deadly. And it was like this because the previous matches that I have seen of Professor, he has always having, most of the time he has been having those 3-star attacks. I think the way he plays the balloons at the northern side, there was already an air defense. He used the freezing spell, but that didn't to take that air defense down, because he just had few balloons left to himself, and that's where the thing started messing up.
Yeah, that's for sure where the things actually just started, going down for him. But I would say somehow this was a pretty decent start for the team of Assam Elites. But I want to see what Mizo Future 2040 does in this one onto a retaliation, because if just imagining if they have a pretty good outing, suppose they go for a 3-star attack in the first attack, they can just drop down a lot of things. And talking about a lot of things, we have Airtel India Esports Tour as well. The year is ending, and with the Airtel India Esports Tour, we're trying to find out that one good gamer who has the capability of showcasing his own talent amongst the other talents. So let's see if it's someone from Mizo Future 2040. Angela starting up the attack, and looks like a decent one. You can see the Bowler Yeti Smash attack will be coming in.
Yes, Bowler Yeti attack is definitely coming in, but the healers are there to provide backup to the Queen, and the Queen can take down a lot of damage, but its ability has already been used. I think that is way too early for a Queen's ability to be coming into the picture. Let's see if she can take the whole compartment down. On the other hand, that Expo is trying to give a lot of damage to the Queen, and she has taken one of the compartment down. Now she will be targeting the archery tower. She has taken it down, and let's see if it can take the Grand Warden statue also down. She is to charge in. This is a Queen charge coming in. Let's see, can she make it to the middle center compound? Can she create the funnel that is required? Wow. And I think she can do that. An amazing spell also coming into the action, and look at that, was it already achieved?
So there were a few bad things for the start in this one, I would say. As you can see, they had one balloon. They could have used that balloon to lure the troops of CC, and then Queen and healers could have done the things in the background. Because right now what has happened is Queen has used the ability. 3 raid spells have been used. That means good things have been taken down in the early set of the game. But right now with everything coming up, a push is coming up from the back end side. Wallwrecker is out there as well. But Wallwrecker is trying to take down those miniature walls just in the center of the compartment without any use. I mean, that's something that is, consuming the time for Wall Wrecker. But now hidden Teslas, all the hidden troops are being deployed. Hidden defensive buildings are just coming out there, but Wall Wrecker does not want to stop. A good rage is also again coming in, and look at the bowlers. The bowlers are angry.
Bowlers are definitely angry and they have taken down the Inferno Tower, but they have to be careful of that Eagle Artillery also and that tower right in the center. Let's see, that is going to give a lot of trouble to the... let's see, can they make it? Can they destroy one more compartment? They have already taken it down. Can they destroy another one? But they have to be careful of another Inferno Tower that is right there in another compartment.
Yeah, the compartments out there. You can see so many damaging troops were just out there. One balloon still not used. If we have to talk about this one, 3 archers as well, plus 1 wizard. I mean, these can be cleanup troops, right? Now, obviously, balloon won't be able to do much of the things, but Yetis are being broken down into Yeti mites. That's where the ending will be coming in, but still takes down 1 air defense. That's a good one. That's a good outing from him. But now it comes down to 1 balloon. It can take down 1 defensive troop if it just comes down to this. And yes, that's where the archer tower might as well just go down. No, yes, it does go down. But now the archers onto the back end side are doing everything, trying to do everything if it can, and they will take down that one gold mine. And if it does, this will lead down to a 74% outing. With the time remaining, I think 74% seems like a decent number.
Winning 74 is percentage accurately predicted. Ocean is going to be the overall damage that they have dished out, and it's a 2-star attack. Teams, if we talk about it, they have started with a 2-star attack. Although we had high expectations from Professor, we kind of expected him to be having a 3-star attack, but I think that's a decent outing coming in from both the teams.
Yeah, that was a decent outing, but still, yeah, exactly. I kind of predicted this should go to a 3-star if this would have been, but still, now some elites, they have a good, I would say, a good lead of what, 2.5% in the overalls. They would like to, just increase that number because both the team have 2 stars each. So I would love to see how it just goes down with everything. But what do you think went wrong in both the first attacks from both the teams?
I think they kind of use the bowlers. Bowlers are kind of, if we talk about them, they have low hit points, so it is pretty easy for them to be taken down. So I used majority of them. If they are protected by golems or giant, you can dish out a lot of damage. You can take multiple buildings out of it, but they won't it, or there should have been some other troop that provided them the backup.
Yeah, the troops should be needed, right, for the backup providation, just like you said. And obviously the Queen Walk that started off everything, then kind of just went a bit onto a bad side. But look at this, Bitterpone is going to be starting upon from Assam Elites. We'll have to see what happens. As you can see, exactly 15.8 and 14.8. That's the difference. Muse of Future, they would like to go for a good defense in this one. Battle Flame, early Battle Flame going to go for the Town Hall's compartment right now. Inferno Tower's just out there, but no, will that be enough? No, it won't be. It just straight away hits that area. Will it take down the Town Hall? This seems like a good start, and after that they'll be having a good hybrid Hogmine the combination as well, just for the up for the grabs. And look at this, Queen Walk is coming in with a good balloon placement so that it can take down the defensive troops. But right now I would say Queen is going to do everything, plus they also have the Town Hall.
Yes, they definitely have the Town Hall, and let's see how the Queen Walk is going to affect, because Queen is already down. She needs to use her ability right now, and she has been using, but trying to provide the backup. Raid spell has already been used towards the Queen, but that Expo is creating a lot of problem. On the other hand, let's see if she can create a funnel, create an entry point of the troops or not. We'll have to wait for it. She's taking out a lot of damage from that Expo, Ocean.
Yeah, the damage is coming. The damage is arriving out there from the Expo, and Expo is actually targeting the Queen. But now, I would say this seems like a pretty good outing. Now they can just take him down the areas, plus Queen also has the ability, and we'll have to see how that just comes in. A good ability usage will be coming up pretty soon, pretty sure, as we'll be just seeing what happens slowly and steadily. But onto the side, onto the backlines, there is the push. The hybrid Hogbinders are coming in. A good push coming in from the CC compartment, the Clan Castles compartment, and they will be trying to take him down. The Hogs are not stopping. Inferno Tower with the next one going down. King is out there as well, alongside Grand Warden and Royal Champion. All the 3 heroes have been deployed in that one compartment. Queen is trying to clean up the areas from the other side, and the ability of Queen has been deployed as well. A pretty good outing. And this one, with the time remaining, can go for at least 80-85%. If they can just go for the best one, might as well go for 100%.
They can go for 100% if they are able to take the 2 Inferno Towers that are still remaining. They've done the Eager Archery, and that was a perfect attack coming in from the plus. Let's see if they can take that Inferno or not, and moving towards the central. And I can already see Queen ability, and Grand Queen has already used her ability. And let's see if can they move it, can they push it to an elite attack. But 3%, I during the time also that is remaining 7 seconds. I don't think they will be able to take it down. And the spell has been deployed, and they are trying to push into the compartment of that Inferno Tower. Already an archery tower that is protecting it. Can they take it down? Can they make an entry? Because there are walls that they have to break and enter into the compartment.
No. This one started off good. This one went good, but this one kind of ended up on a bad note. They have 10 seconds. I want to see if a super minion to the back end side can take down one compartment. So that will be a difficult one. So 71% 2-star is where we are right now. It changes quite a lot of things for these teams, I would say. Obviously, all the 3 attacks have been in the range of 70 to 80%. 2 stars obviously just coming out from these ones. So we'll have to see what happens when, the attack strategies, the attack combinations changes as the complications will be coming up. So I want to ask you, what do you think will be happening in the next upcoming attacks from Mizo Future 2014?
Well, let's see what is going to happen. I think it was attack. If we talk about it, Ocean, it was pretty interesting because the way Queen was approaching from inside, and then the Hawk Riders came in from the northern side. They kind of completely took out that particular compartment, and Queen was dishing out a lot of damage from the other side. It started off. We had high expect they might be able to reach towards the 80% attack or something, but when they went into towards that Inferno Tower compartment, I think that is when they kind of had trouble taking that Inferno Tower down, and that's where they had just 171% attack.
Yeah, that's where, the things just started faltering down for the teams. But I would love to see what happens in the next attack from Mizo Future 2040, because obviously they'll be, chunking up their own elixir. That's going to be Red Bull for sure, and they'll be ready for each and every attack if we just talk about this one. Plus, yeah, this was a trusted and tested hybrid Hog Miner combination. The thing that I would say went bad was time management. Obviously, you had a proper time, but right now, throwing all the 3 heroes in one compartment, they're just going not. That kind of changed quite a lot of things. But right now, Legend Jose is going to be using its own attack strategies, which I would say can be pretty good, because obviously air attack is on the way.
Air attack is definitely on the way. There are going to be some dragons and P.E.K.K.A also. So let's see how that is going to turn out. On the other hand, a battle blimp has been deployed and a spell has already been deployed. And let's see, can that battle blimp make it to the town hall and deploy all the clan castle troops to it? We'll have to wait for it.
We will have to wait for it, and just 17% onto the charts right now. Well, let's see. Let's see how the things just change in quite a lot of things. But if we talk about King, Queen, and Royal Champion Grand One, they are just not yet into the equation. But now comes the push. All right. They are going for an early push in this one. Now the Royal Champion probably will be deployed soon, but Grand Warden has been deployed right now. Eagle Artillery opens up its mouth just to take down the troops if it can. 17%. No star yet, but obviously the way they are starting, might as well go for a good one. But the defensive Lava Hound is onto the head of the town hall. Obviously, we'll be seeing if there's someone, but now is where it just goes down. Ice Golem onto the front lines, and that will give Queen ample time to take down the defensive troops. A brilliant strategy coming in, but will it be worth it?
Yes, let's see, will it be worth it? And on the other hand, if you talk about the dragons, they are dishing damage, trying to take out as many defenses as possible, but that Inferno Tower, the center of the area, on the other hand, they have been split up. Look at that, trying to dish out, take down another compartment. Can they make it? Can they enter into it? There is an Eagle Archery also, but they have most of their troops. They have used the ability of the Queen. Also, Queen's ability has been used. Grand Champion ability is still there with them.
Yeah, the abilities are there, but will it be worth it using these abilities right now? But look at that, that's pretty good, The spells of Bat is coming in, Bat spells is going to be out there, and Bats, we know they can clean up all the troops in 1 hint of a second. They are doing good, they are looking decent right now. We'll take down crossbows, and now they're just moving in for the Eagle Archery. Might as well if they just take down the Eagle Archery. The next thing is going to be the Lava Pups. Will they go for it? No. Pups being pups, they are strong, they are good. They take the Bats down slowly and steadily.
Well, the minute the bats entered, I had high hopes that they will be able to take down most of the defenses or most of the units, so that they can push it to a 70% attack or something. But they have been taken down, and let's see, they have used almost all their troops. I think Ocean, it is going to be a challenge for them to even reach towards a 75% attack. But let's see if that is going to happen or not.
64%, 65% might be the ending, and yes, 65% is where they just end up with everything, and this is where the attack goes down. I mean, the attack with maximum damage was what, like 78%, and after that it was 74, 71, now 65%. We have seen 2 attacks from both the teams. I mean, where I want to ask you, like, where do you think the strategies are just going down with the players?
Well, like I said, the minute the bat spell came into, we know bats can dish out a lot of damage, but they don't have too much of the HP. They can't afford to take a lot of damage. So there would have been that could have provided the backup, or the troops, something that could have been providing them enough HP so that they can destroy the outposts of the units, like the resource units or something. But that couldn't happen. I think that is why they kind of had just like 64% overall damage.
Yeah, 60. Obviously, the last troop did 1 extra percentage. That just went it down to 65%. But, you know, with all these attack simulations that are just happening, I want to know, like, this is a question that I'll be asking myself as per se. Like, there might just be one star attack, because the way the attack percentages are slowly and steadily going down, things might just, you know, de-escalate pretty quickly, in a bad way. But you know, you never know how the things might just change.
Well, we never know how things might change. Maybe in fact, if we talk about the defenses also, the teams are focusing on their town's defenses, perfect placement of the defense troops. Also, that is also one of the factor that they are not able to dish out a 3-star damage, because as much as you are going offensive, you have to make sure that your town hall defenses have the perfect placement so that the enemy team is also not able to achieve that 3-star attack.
Yeah. Well, talking about DIP, you can see is going to be using bowlers, and which is alright. So a good smash might just come in, has a battle blimp as well, if it just wants to use that. And look at the position of Town Hall. Seems like a pretty good position. We'll be using the spells for the starters. I would say that's a pretty good outing. Trying to take down the middle compartment, the compartments right next to Eagle Artillery and Town Hall as well. A good earthquake spell coming in, obviously starting with the decent spells for themselves. I want to see where the push just comes in slowly and steadily after the spells are done.
Well, this is something different, Ocean. We are seeing, usually we are used to seeing the freezing spell, but this time they are going for the lightning spells and trying to take down the central defense of the town hall. Let's see how that is going to turn out, because they have already taken down like 2 expos or something. On the other hand, balloons were deployed, but the balloons have already been taken down.
Yeah,
but the main problem, Ocean, here is going to be the Eagle Artery that is right at the center of the town, and it's not going to be that easy to take it down. It's not going to be that easy. But on the other hand, freezing spells are coming into the action, and I think this was a perfect placement of freezing spell, because that will give all the heroes a chance to funnel into the way, to move their way into the center of the compartment.
100% totally agreed with this one. Right now with the Grand Warden as well, just moving forward with its own area. CC troops might, CC Castle might just go down alongside the troops as well. Like the witches are trying to do everything. The Skeleton Army, the Scar Army is also looking good, looking decent with its own set of damage numbers that it's just being building up slowly and steadily. 41%, 1-star coming in. That's where the town hall goes down. I mean, they still have chance, but there's one thing: they don't have enough troops. But all they can do is rely on the heroes and probably Queen as well, and Royal Champion, Grand Warden. We'll have to see what happens as they still have their abilities intact.
Well, definitely, except for the Barbarian King, everybody is having their ability intact. But with that, only Queen is the one who has not used her ability till now. All the other heroes have already used it, but the Queen is also using her ability. Can she push it to a 65% or a 70% attack? We'll have to wait for it. It goes towards a 60% attack, but now it's going to be a challenge, because we just are left with 2 Archers and just a Queen, and Queen has been taking a lot of damage. It's just a matter of few minutes when Queen will be gone, and I think she is is gone, I think we are not even going to see a 70% attack. They will have to deal with what, like 66% maximum they can go for it. And yes, they have achieved the 66% overall 2-star attack. And let's see, can they go towards 67? I think they can do it. They are targeting the outer units, the archery that is with us. They are targeting the outer gold mines and the resource units, and they can push it to 70% if they are able to take both of the gold mines down, and that barrack also down if they are able to do it. But they don't have much time in their hand, 15 seconds, 14 seconds, and they have pushed it to 70% attack, Ocean.
They did go for a 70%, might as well go for a 71%, I would say, if that happens onto the barracks. And yes, it is 71% coming in, and seems like a decent number for Assam Elites. I mean, with this one, they would try to hold on to, what do you call it, a decent lead. But Muso Future, like, if you were a player from Muso Future, like, what would be going on in your mind? I want to ask that question.
Well, considering both the teams are going for a 2-star attack, so I think the main priority is going to be dish out as much damage, go for as much high number of the damage, percentage of damage. That would be the first target. And I'm liking the placement of the defenses. I said it before also, I'm liking the placement of all the defense units that are right there. So it is going to be a challenge, especially the Eagle Archery that was right at the center of the town. That was itself a challenge to take it down, because it wasn't that easy to create your way to the center of the town and take it down. Especially in the starting, it started off really good, because the way the perfect placement of the freezing spells came into the action, they were very good with the spells. If I talk about it, initially they used the lightning spell along with the earthquake spell and destroyed 2 of the defenses. Then from the southern side, they started using the freezing spells and deployed all their heroes. It started off good, but later on, all the heroes, when they went down, that is when the problem started coming in.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just like you said, right? Like the Eagle Archery and all. So it was like placed very beautifully inside that base, and it comes down to taking down the base, understanding the base first of all. Then you take down the troops, slowly and steadily, defensive buildings as well. If you can do that in like in the given set of time, if you can take it down in a good numbers, you actually get a good outing. But right now, Ice Golem being deployed and heroes as well right off the bat onto this attack. Another air attack will be coming in from the player of Muso Future, Mr. Smile. Let's see if he can put a smile on the face of his teammates with a good attack.
Yes, let's see if he can put a smile on his teammates. He used one of the freezing spell to take down the Inferno Tower, multi-targeted Inferno Tower. Let's see if they can do it or not. We'll have to wait for it. Queen is right there, and yeah, Queen won't have much trouble to take that Inferno down. It has already been taken down. There is a mortar that is trying to give damage. Then there is another Inferno Tower, and 2 X-bows that are trying to give damage to Queen. She still has her ability. No, she has used her ability. In fact, the King, Barbarian King, has also used the ability, but there is still a single tower Inferno, single targeted Inferno Tower. That is going to be a big challenge for the Queen, because I don't think she will be able to take it down.
Well, we'll have to see if that, takedown just comes in slowly and still. As players are trying. They are just trying. But on to the other side, you can see the push is coming in. A good push is just going to be chiming in. We'll be taking down the compartment of Scatter Shot. We'll have to see if that happens. A good stone snap has been dropped down as well from one side. And this will be trying to head onto good areas. We'll take on defensive troops, and that's a good outing. Scatter Shot will be the next one to go down in this one. And if that goes down, I would say the next target for sure, it's going to be the Expo right behind the Town Hall. Look at that. The Town Hall is absolutely on a chaos run right now. 54% 1-star. Now make it a 2-star easily. 56% 2-star is where they are right now.
Well, 58% is exactly where they are. They still are left with the dragons in their hands, and let's see, can they push it to 60%? I don't think they are going to have much trouble to overall 70% attack. Ocean, they can do it pretty easily. They still have like 4 dragons to their name. 2 of the dragons are trying to take down the outer resource units as much as possible. I think that will be enough for them to reach 70%. And then the spell is coming into action, and we have our favorite bat attack. And this is a moment, this was I was talking about during that attack. They have a backup. This time the bats are being backed up by the dragons, so they can take down as many buildings as possible, and they have already reached to an 80% attack. Another spell they have, it has been used, freezing spell, perfect placement, and let's see the dragons can take the, down or not. And I think we can easily push it to a 90% attack, Ocean.
Probably this was the attack that they needed. I would say this kind of seems like an attack that they actually needed in every way. They will be pushing down to a 90% for sure. Will be trying and going much further if they can right now. But that one compartment is something that will be taking down these dragons for sure. Grand Warden will be surviving in this one, but for how long? 89%. Can you take it down? I mean, no seems like the answer. So 90. They did not hit 90.
Well, they definitely didn't hit 90 yet, and the time has already been over, but they will have to deal with 89%. But overall, it was a very good attack, Ocean, if we talk about it. It started off really good if we talk. Along with the queen, they had the placement of Ice Golem, and when he died, he splashed the freezing spell over there, and that kind of helped the queen also, because the way she was charging, I think queen alone itself dished out like 30% or something overall percentage of the damage over there, and rest of the job was done by the perfect placement of those dragons and the balloons.
Yeah, totally agreeing to that one. The queen, it tried good, it did pretty good, and after that, everything went out in their favor. So this is the highest percentage attack that happened today yet. Obviously, we might just see a 3-star attack coming in. I mean, fingers crossed for that one. But still, we'll have to see what goes on with the further attacks, because this one was a good damage dish out attack. I would love to see what happens if the next one is also an air attack, because right now, somehow for Mizo Future, air attacks are doing good.
Yeah, Mizoram has been approaching for air attacks in the past also. But if we talk about Professor, I'll say that particular team, they have been dishing out a 3-star attack. We have seen that. So let's hope if we will be able to see a overall 3-star 100% attack or not. We still waiting for it. Even the players have been like highest has been 89. They have not been able to cross the 90% of the barrier. But let's see if they will be able to do this. But this time again, they are coming up with an air attack. There are 10 balloons over there, and let's see how this attack is going to turn out.
Well, we'll have to see how this one goes down. Another good attack will be just coming in slowly and steadily. But like, will it be enough? An early battle flame just going down. Will it reach down hall? No will be the answer, but it goes inside the base. Will be doing catastrophic damage out there. Electro Dragon is also out there. And Electro Dragon, it's raising down. But now is where it might as well just take down the defensive queen. No, barely surviving. The defensive queen on like 10 HP or something. But onto the back lines. They will start again. Hidden Teslas are coming, moving forward, and that's one reason that they use Balloon. Now Electro Dragon again is doing every inch of damage, trying to take down those units. Let's see what happens when the main push will be coming in.
Yes, and this is the moment when the main push is coming in. They are going for again for a dragon and a balloon attack, and let's see how this is going to turn out, because that Inferno Tower is definitely giving them a lot of trouble. But let's see, they are powered by other troops also, and I think they won't be having much trouble to take this whole compartment down. Even the tower also, they can take it down pretty easily. On the other hand, the Expo is being engaged by the Electro Dragons, so I think they will be able to take the Expo also down. And let's see, Dragons, they are dishing out a lot of damage, 48%, 50%. 2-star, 52% they have already achieved, and there is another placement of a perfect freezing spell. And that particular side, I think the queen is dishing out a lot of damage. She is on another path and taking down the southern compartments. Another freezing spell comes into the action, and this is going to make the job of queen and grand champion very easy.
For sure looks good, in this one, but well, we'll have to see how the ending just comes in for the players right now. For Kangon, if Assam Elites can just go for a decent outing, will this be the first 3-star attack that we might as well see, or will this be going down to an 83%? I mean, if it just goes down to 83, I would say, again, it seems like the teams again will be toe-to-toe with their competition, because once it ends, and right now is where it ends, 83% for Assam Elites sounds like a decent outing, and Mizo Future, it seems like they still have a chance in their own attack.
Well, they definitely have a chance in their own attack, and if we talk about this particular used freezing spells, and they had the perfect placement, especially when the queen and royal champion, they were pushing in from another direction. The balloons and dragons are coming in from another direction. That freezing spell kind of helped royal champion. Royal champion even used the ability also in that particular situation, and queen, they clearly cleared the whole compartment, and that kind of made things easier for them. But later on, when they're moving towards the southern compartment, that is when the things starting having a little trouble with that. But overall, it was a good performance.
Yeah, overall it was a very good performance. The way the performance just started, it just escalated, it just went down to the execution. So two perfect executions coming in from both the teams, like 80%. I would say in the universe of where these attacks are happening, 80+% seems like a good attack for both the teams right now because they are still trying to understand what their opponents are doing. Because we saw a few 60% attacks, we saw a few 70% attacks, but now with the 80% coming into the equation, if they go for the next one, might as well want to end up on the 3-star. And obviously, once again, if a player does a pretty good attack, will be joining up with the others onto the name for Italy India Esports Tour in the best of the best attacks. So if you were, all right, we were talking about the ground attacks and air attacks. If you were choosing something, what would it be right now?
Well, I will always go for an air attack, but plus, mind it, if you're able to take all the air defenses out, if you're able to
Yeah.
take all the air defenses down, after that, just few balloons in your hands will be enough to take the whole town hall, whole village down. So I think teams should just target right now on taking all the defenses down, and then just go for a balloon attack or a dragon attack, and I think that would make things a little easier, and then rest of the job the heroes will do.
Probably that's true. That's true. That's true. But right now, if you look at this, hybrid Hogman, the combination will be coming in. They'll be having a siege barrack as well. So siege barrack, the Pekkas from siege barrack alongside, but the king can be catastrophic for creating the outskirt funnels if they want to go for this one. We'll have to see where this attack goes right now because they still need to charge in with everything. They have dropped down the king right now. I want to see what siege barrack just goes down. But before that happens, Queen should be the first priority. I would say Queen and the healers, that should be a priority. But now they are just going with the king.
Well, they are definitely going with just the game, and look at that perfect lightning spells. But I think they kind of I didn't like the placement of these the spell particularly if we talk about it. But let's see, healers are coming in. Healers have already been coming in, and let's see how much damage they can dish out. And they are avoiding the northern side of the compartment for now, focusing on another compartment. And let's see if they will be able to take that export down. There is a mortar that is also dishing out a lot of damage. Another freezing spell comes into the action that is going to help. The healers are going to be helping it, so it is starting out as a good attack. They won't have much trouble going in for the 1-star. Just any minute they will achieve that 1-star, but they have to be careful of the tower.
For sure. They have to right now. They still need to use other troops, I would say. I mean, they wanted to start off pretty good, pretty decent, but then it did not happen right now. Onto the backlines is where the strategy number 3 is coming, I would say, and that's where Ice Golem is. Lava Pups will be taking it down, but right now, this Battle Blame charging towards the Town Hall will for sure go into this compound and will for sure take this compound for their own usage. But what's happening is that they got 1-star right now. Then now Yetis are going to be dishing out the damage in different areas, but that was still not enough. Oh my god, now the major push comes in. I want to just know, will this push be enough when it is needed? Grand Warden Royal Champion onto the backlines of this push, but a few hogs were being taken down by the springboards onto the other side. It still feels like this might just end down to a 60%.
Yes, it might just end up to 60%. I was about to say that because they have almost used all their troops. They are left with 2 balloons, 4 archers, and let's see, they have the Royal Champion, also 1 healing spell, and raid spell has already been used. Healing spell has already been used, and let's see what can a Royal Champion do in this situation. Can she push it to a 60%? I think they can easily push it to 60%, but can they move it towards 70%? Balloons have been deployed, and let's see balloons, what can they do? Because there is an Inferno Tower, and it will be a matter of seconds that balloons will be gone, and they are already gone, and they have used almost all their troops, and with just 57% attack right now.
Oh, almost 60, just like, we were predicting, but with everything just going down, I mean, the mistakes were made again with the troop management in this one. We talk about good time management and whatnot, but this one was about troop management. The way they started off with the troops, I mean, they used King and Queen and did not use it perfectly, I would say, Angie. And after that, when the attacks were just, going up with everything, they used Battle Blimp, yeah, that took down 1-star, but after that, using up the other stuff, just like, using up Grand Warden Royal Champion alongside Hybrid Hog Miner, that did not give a proper backbone support to this attack. So had it been a different approach, probably from the other direction, it would have changed a lot of things.
Well, it would have, because if the Hog Riders and the hybrid attack would have targeted towards the Inferno Tower, we know Minus can take Inferno Tower very easily. They can go
Yeah.
underground, and the minute the Inferno Tower heats up, the Miners won't have much trouble taking it down. Definitely, the placement of the troops was a problem in this particular attack. But I think considering they have 2-star and a 59% attack, it's decent, because right now that is exactly what we are seeing. Teams are not able to go for a very high percentage attacks. So let's see how the overall things turns out.
Yeah, we'll have to see how the overall, everything just turns out with all these things. But ladies and boys and girls who are just watching it out here, you also tell us which team do you think will win, because the attacks are pretty close to this one. So, Shadow, if I had to ask you right now, which team do you think has everything in their pockets?
I think maybe some elites can do better, because if you look at it, overall they have like 60.8% and 8 stars, and look at that, there is a very close competition between some elites and Mizo for Future 2040.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, that's true. But right now, there's going to be the last attack from both the teams. Hitesh starting it off from Assam Elites. A battle blimp has been deployed. And, going to the town hall will be a long-term affair. It won't even be reaching onto that one. But for sure, it goes into the first compartment, trying to do all sorts of damage onto the first compartment right now. Queen has been deployed as well. Healers onto the backside of Queen will be giving out a lot of support. Plus, the balloon will be taking down hidden troops if there are any. Otherwise, we'll be going to the mortar and will take the mortar down. We'll have to see what happens. Yes, it does. And now it will be looking on for the Wizard Tower alongside the Archer Tower as well. And now another balloon. Good deployment, Hitesh. Good deployment.
Yes, Queen Walk is right now going on with the Battle Blimp. I think that was the wrong timing of Battle Blimp, but let's see if the balloon are being deployed. We have Ice Golem also, and let's see when they are going to die. They are going to be throwing a freeze a spell, and that is going to help Queen to dish out a lot of damage. There is already a 29%, and Queen hasn't even used her ability. There is a Rage spell, perfect placement of the balloon, but they won't be able to do much. And let's see, the Inferno Tower, can the Queen survive that Inferno Tower? It's a multi-targeted Inferno Tower. I think she can take it down, because obviously other heroes were helping her out, and yes, the Inferno Tower has been taken down. But the problem is with the other troops, because they are, especially with the King, if we talk about King, is in a bit of trouble because he has taken a lot of damage.
Yeah, he has taken a lot of damage right now, but we'll have to see if that just becomes enough or not. 38%, 1 star. They are at just 1 single star right now. Now, I would say the attack is chiming in. The real backbone of the attack is just coming in right now. Lava Hounds just moving in forward, but now will be taken and shredded down to Lava Pups, and the Pups will be going down as well, slowly and steadily. Eagle Artery. See, if you're going for the attacks, the major thing that you need to do is take down the Eagle Artery right off the bat, and if you fail in that, then things kind of just turn out decent. Tornado Trap into the middle side is taking down Queen as well, and some balloons, but with that kind of, changes the path of Queen, gives it a bit more time to get out of the Inferno Tower and take down the southern side troops, and now the balloons are moving in. A good spell usage coming it out. They will be speeding up balloons from the movements. Let's see how do they end up the stack. Still 30 seconds on the clock and 25% remaining.
Yes, still 25% remaining, but can balloons survive that Expo and air defense? No is going to be the answer. No, they didn't survive. The minute Queen changed the path, if she would have gone into that compartment and taken down air defense or the Eagle Archery, we could have seen it a 3-star attack, but we still have the Queen left. She took down the air defense, and can she take down the Expo or the Eagle Archery? Because already we have pushed to 89%. We can easily push it to 90%, and yes, we have achieved the 90%, 92% highest of it. They couldn't take down the Eagle Archery, but they took down the air defense, and that kind of pushed 92%. I wish the Queen had taken that compound initially before the balloons went into that compound, because if the air defense is down, Eagle Archery is down, balloons will do the rest of the job. But she just changed her path. She went to take the another compounds, and that is when the balloons were down, and it was all left on the Queen to dish out the remaining damage.
Yeah, and I would say the Queen did decent in this one. Alongside, obviously, the balloons were out there onto the front line. So, yeah, balloons were doing everything onto the front lines, and Queen was trying onto the back end sides. And that was a good one, a good outing by all the troops on this one. So now, with one attack remaining, Shadow, do you think like that will be worth it? Obviously, the team Mr. Future 2040 will try everything, but what do you think they should do just to get out of the trouble's way?
Just dish out as much damage as possible, because with this attack some elites have definitely taken a lead in the overall damage. Maybe if we talk about the stars, both the teams have been going for 2-star attacks in every of the attack, but overall damage, if we talk about it, I think Assam elites might be leading in that.
We'll have to see, and if they have to win, yeah, exactly. If they have to win, they will have to go for a 3-star attack. Otherwise, if they have a 2-star attack, the percentage will be less. Even with a 3-star attack, they'll be having what 77.2%, which is less than 79.2. So, in order for Mr. Future to win, there should be a 3-star attack. The battle limp was deployed out there. It has been destroyed as well, and now CC troops have been lured onto the first compartment where they were going. Yeti Mites have been formed, but now Yeti Mites will take it down as well. And Lava Hound, doing everything on this one. We'll have to see if this hybrid combination just comes down to every inch of information. Queen onto the other side. The time of Queen is being wasted right now, the way they are doing it. How are they just, playing this one? I mean, they should have used the poison spell when the pops performed, but no, they use the poison spell right now.
Well, that was a, bad placement of the queen. She is definitely wasting a lot of time. On the other hand, if we talk about the expos, the air defense, I don't think this is going to be turning out a very good attack, Ocean. So they are going to be struggling, because let's see if Queen, she can use her ability. She is being backed up by other troops also, and coming to the center of the village to destroy the town hall is going to be a big challenge. Expos are also dishing out a lot of damage, and let's see, but they have the healers. There is a raid spell coming into the action, but the 3 X-bows are charging in towards the queen, and she will be I think gone very soon.
Yeah, that's true. Right now, Queen still is trying everything, but the rage, it just comes in. Let's see if this rage raises up the Queen in the perfect way. Right now, Clan Castle will be the next one to go down, and now comes the push. You can see the miners onto the back inside. The miners are just moving in, chiming in the damage. If the miners can right now, with the help of Grand Warden, let's just hope where the Hogs are, and the Hogs obviously will be deployed right now to take down the first air defense, and after that, will be taking down the Town Hall. Let's see if it actually goes to confirmation, because Town Hall still needs to be destroyed.
Yes, and I think they can destroy the town hall, but we'll have to wait for it. They have achieved the first 48%. Another spell coming into the action, and let's see, they are targeting towards the southern side, and this is turning out a good attack. The way it started off, it didn't feel like we still have the Royal Champion with us. Queen still has her ability with her. Even the Royal Champion has still her ability with her, so this might go towards an 80% attack. We'll have to wait for it. Things depend if they will be able to take that Inferno Tower down. If they can do it, I think they can push it towards a 80% attack, because 70% they have already achieved. Queen and Royal Champion still have their ability. Another freezing spell, perfect freezing spell placement is coming in, and Royal Champion and Queen, they are not stopping. They are destroying all the defenses, all the units over there, and look at that. Balloons are also coming into the action. I think Balloon will take that mortar down very easily, and after that, things for Royal Champion will become very easy.
Very easy for sure. And right now, if they can have a 3-star, that is the only thing they needed to win, but they cannot. 94% 2-star, so close. So close, yet so far is where Mizo Future 2040 goes right now with this one. Assam Elites, they had an incredible outing. The match started off, no team got a perfect attack in these 10 attacks, but still the players tried pretty good.
Well, they definitely tried pretty good, and if you talk about Assam Elites, they have got 10 stars. Mizo Future 2040 also, it was very close, especially if we talk about the last match. 94%, they could have, if they had few seconds in their hands, they might have pushed it to 100% also.
Yeah, they might have pushed it to 100%. I mean, what they needed was like extra 15 seconds. Had there been extra 15 seconds, the game would have been on to different side. Like Mizo Future had 76% of total damage percentage. Assam Elite 79.2 of total damage percentage. I mean, the games were too close, but too amazing. Like, what do you think went good for Assam Elites? Like, obviously the final attack from both the sides was amazing, but where do you think Assam Elites actually gained that good number?
I think they were dishing out more damage. That was obviously the factor. On the other hand, Mizoram had, I think, one bad attack where they were not even able to reach towards a 60% overall damage. It was a 59%. I think that is also going to play an important role, because having a one bad match when you are having such a neck to
Yeah.
neck competition, I think that is also going to affect your overall performance.
Yeah, that's true. But this was us from the caster side. We'll have to see what the analyst and the host has to say for this one. So onto the desk is where the actual discussion will be happening. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you out there.
Thank you so very much, casters. Indeed, incredible turnover wins between these two wonderful clans. But boy, oh boy, I mean, Fixes, we spoke about this earlier as well. Of
Right.
course, we were expecting to see some 3-star, but today it was just so tight-knit competition.
No, I'll be honest with you. I was just hoping that we don't get to see any 1-star.
Yes,
So that was
true.
an improvement over there by Sam Elites and both Musa Future. But what really surprised me was that neck-to-neck competition. It came down to
Exactly.
the wire in the final attack, and the timing was, of course, of the essence, because it was a perfectly well executed attack. Had they attacked a bit faster,
Right.
done things really fast, it could have been a 3-star. But there you can see Assam Elites making their way to the finals of qualifier number 4. Next up, we do have 4+1 and Tangkolya Thought going against each other. So that is also going to be an interesting matchup, provided the fact that Tangkolya Thought did also come around in the qualifier too. But 4+1, they come with a lot of surprises.
Absolutely. The surprise is going to be the element that will probably boost them across against Takol in the semi-final too. That is upcoming. But right now, as you try and talk about Assam Elites going against Mizo Future 2040, yeah, overall, when you talk about that journey, when you talk about how they played earlier, we saw Professor, we saw Gohan from Assam Elites bring in those 100-star, 3-star 100% victories for the wonderful clan. But this time around, again, it's probably because they have already witnessed the kind of gameplay to expect, and therefore both the clans had to wait till that final attack to actually step into the 90 percentile damage territory itself. I mean, it was very close, but GG's to Assam Elites finally moving on fourth. But the journey does not end there. That is just semi-final 1 coming to an end. Let's see what is going to take place in semi-final 2. But before we step into that, we're going to go on a short little break. Stay tuned. Airtel India Esports Talk continues its quest to find best esports athletes. The party has reached Northeast India with the Northeast Esports Summit. 2 new esports titles, Clash of Clans and FreeFire, 4 qualifiers, 1 grand final, prize pool of 3.5 lakh rupees, a golden opportunity to rank up on the national leaderboard of India's best esports athletes. Northeast, are you ready? Qualifier 1 registrations from 14th to 26th October. Welcome back once again to, of course, Northeast Esports Summit by Nodwin Gaming, powered by Airtel India Esports Tour, and of course, the energy providers. It is none other than Red Bull giving us the wings throughout the qualifier. This is, of course, final qualifier that we step into. I'm your host, Blotto. Of course, it is Fixers joining me on the analyst desk, and boy, oh boy, we've had an interesting semi-final one. What should we expect from semi-final 2?
Pretty close matchup, no second thoughts on that, because the first one did come down to the difference in the damage percentage, because the stars were equal, both the teams getting 2 stars every single attack. But someone needs to get that can of Red Bull and get those 3 stars coming in, because that is going to be really, really important over here. Just try not to get those 1 stars, at least even if you're getting something around those 2 stars, have a 90 plus damage or something around 85 to be in contention, to be on the safer side.
Absolutely, and today I believe the crosshairs are going to be pointed down towards 4+1, because this is a clan that the other clans have not really seen gameplay of.
Right.
So they could very well just come and swoop in with 3-star wonderful victories, because again they have that element of surprise, so to say, right?
Yeah, of course they do come up with that element of surprise, but Yankulthar thought this is a team, right? This is a
Right.
team that in the past we did see them coming again, so
Oh,
they
yes.
know what mistakes that they have committed. If they have worked on it, if they did go towards the drawing board and fix their mistakes, maybe they can just edge past.
Absolutely. One point that I did want to tag along with that, when it comes to this team of again, the pronunciation. Talk about the pronunciation. Hashtag
your
any
thought.
summit. Let us
Yeah.
know what the exact pronunciation for this is supposed to be. But once again, when you talk about Tuntul Yurtuk, the clan, we saw them come in against this exact same team that we just witnessed, Assam Elites.
Yeah.
And Assam Elites was the one in qualifier 2 that kind of put a big hurdle for Yurtuk during the process and did not allow them to cross on forward. So today I believe this clan is going to be coming back stronger with that revenge, with that vengeance against Assam Elites, and witnessing the semi-final one. It is Assam Elites moving on 4th with not so convincing 3-star, even okay 2-star.
Yes, that was the factor that was kind of bugging me, that none of these teams did really go for those 3 stars. But Tankul, yeah, thought this is a team. They did lose out to Assam Elite. So on pen and paper, you would believe that they're not that strong of a team. But it's a new day. So
Exactly.
maybe the executions might just go right on this one, because we still do not know what 4+1 has to offer. It's
Right.
like a double-edged sword. Either
Exactly.
they just go guns blazing, they get all the attacks really right. We can't really expect a perfect 15 stars coming out from them, right?
Absolutely.
So something around 12 stars would be really good. But either ways, that is one thing, or else it could just be disastrous. It could just be them not really performing well, because we did not see them in the past 3 qualifiers. So this is a new team. So
Yes.
that also might be a very important factor. So anything can really happen. No matter whatever speculations we make, it all comes down to who chugs that can of Red Bull and gets
true,
those
mate.
wings and executes the perfect attacks. Because what we have been seeing over here right now, today we did not get to see more of the super witches in the
Right.
first game that we had. We did have a lot of lava loons. We did have a lot of hybrid attacks
True.
alongside the minions. I really like the usage of the spells and the abilities of the heroes that we had. So that was good. But this is a second game, new teams, completely new kind of gameplay. Maybe he might just go for some new kind of attacks. So let's see what really happens.
Absolutely. Now, another point that I do want to talk about is something that you mentioned in the pre-game segment, talking about third time being a charm. I
Right.
believe just maybe 4+1 again. As the stream started off, we did showcase you guys as well that when it comes to the qualifiers, we had 130 slots set up, and
Yeah.
amongst them, these are the clans that moved on forth. So just maybe 4+1 was one of those clans that had been trying since day one, and this being their third final charm, stepping into the territory. And
Yeah.
well, again, only time will tell if they're going to be swooping across everybody on the board and just first time charm get it all through.
Yeah, of course. No second thoughts on that. So right now we'll have to see what they are really opting for. What are the kind of strats they will be going for? Is it going to be a hybrid one? Is it going to be drag loon? Is it going to be lava loon? Is it going to be queen charge? Anything can just come from the squad. So this is a squad of surprises. So if you talk about Assam elites, I can just go down to the past games. I
Right.
can see how they've built their base, how they execute their attacks. I can prepare my defenses accordingly.
Now, with that, I do have another question for you. You being, of course, a wonderful analyst, along with that, you have the added advantage of being an esports player as well,
Right.
as your career has progressed. So, talk about that scenario where, as we just discussed, Assam Elites has not only tried once, twice, but third time being a charm as well. Here they are.
Yeah.
With that, we have, of course, seen their gameplays from Professor, from Hitesh, from Gohan, from this team, where they have brought 100% 3 stars. But this time, maybe it's just the final battle that they've got on their hand. And if they don't, the pressure is what I'm talking about. Could that be what is perhaps affecting their gameplay?
I think pressure is always going to be a factor, but along with that, if you go into the technical aspects of it, it was a different base that they were attacking.
Alright.
It was against a different team, so every single attack is very good against a certain base,
Right.
and might just be decent against another, or might just be really worse. So it all comes down to that, as to how you have set up your base. And looking at a base, that just might be it. How you are approaching the fights, how you are using your spells and your abilities in the right nick of time.
Absolutely, you just have to be pronto about those things, just as pronto as I am right now, because I need the energy, I need the wings. With that, of course, you guys get busy with the game. Semi-final 2, we're going to go live. Let's go over to our casters.
Hello audience, my old friend, I've come to talk to you again, and alongside me it's going to be Shadow again this time. So we saw the previous attack, those were some pretty good attacks, but from this one, like 4+1 and Tanko, like what are your expectations, Shadow?
Well, we saw some most trusted attacks. That was a hybrid attack. We saw Lava Loon's attack also in the previous matches. We even saw Ice Golem also being placed very perfectly with the Queen also.
Yeah.
But we were not able to see a 3-star attack. Somehow they missed because of the time, because of the bad placement of the crew, some reason or the other. But this time I'm hoping to see a 3-star attack. Let's hope if that is going to happen or not.
I mean, see, we all are kind of hoping, to see some incredible attack endings, if that can happen. We'll have to see if 4+1 does it, or if, Thankul just does it with maybe 1 attack, 2 attacks, maybe 3 attacks, if this just changes the pace of the previous games that were happening, because the things are quite a lot different as of now, as for what we are just seeing. So, with all the situations coming up, are you expecting a proper domination in this one, or something like a toe-to-toe attack?
I think since the teams know each other's gameplay and their style so much, so they will be prepared for all kinds of attacks and they will place their defenses so perfectly. So having a 3-star attack is not going to be that easy. We saw them happening with Assam Elites and the Mizoram also. It wasn't that easy. They had very good placements of the especially scatter shots and eagle artilleries. We saw very good placement. So defenses teams are focusing on the defense troops also. So let's see if it happens. It's going to be. We are going to like to see a 3-star attack.
Yeah, probably. Like, we'll have to see, for that, we'll have to see how the attacks just go. We'll be looking on to the attacks as well, as we'll be just talking about them and, the strategies and all. Plus, I'm kind of missing, in Northeast, there's one thing that I always see, that Super Witch combination. I'm kind of missing that one, but right now, True Warrior will fight like a True Warrior in this one. Let's see how the first attack just goes, as he will be looking for Yeti Smash Bowler combination.
Well, he will definitely be looking at Yeti Smash and Bolo combination, but those X-Bows are dishing out a lot of damage on the goblins. And let's see, on the other hand, the Queen is there, but it is not protected by any healer. There are 5 healers. They will be coming in any minute, and there are the healers, and we can already see some good placement of the balloons also. Let's see if they can take that Archie tower down or not. And that hidden Tesla tower is definitely going to give trouble to the balloons, and they have definitely been taken down. But Queen, I think it won't have much trouble for the Queen to clear out this particular compartment. Let's see if she can dish out a total overall 30% damage, because I think she can, considering the placement of the defenses in the first 3 compartments, I think she can go for a 30% attack.
Probably. We'll have to see, how things just happen as of right now. I would say Grand Warden needing those healers, not the best of the ideas right now for the starters, but Eagle Artillery, look at this. Eagle Artillery has opened up its mouth. That means Eagle Artillery is ready for all sorts of action right now. Onto the backside, so you can see heroes being deployed as well, and now the proper attack is just going to be coming in the push from the back end compound. And obviously, I would say this seems like a good push because it will be straight away just going in for the Eagle Artillery compound, and if it drops on the Eagle Artillery, it might as well just be a good one. Grand Warden, will it be locked to the artillery right now? Nope, it is obviously moving in from the different direction. Now the battle blimp will be going on to the compounds of the town hall, and they will be ready for 2 stars altogether. The first star will be taken down by the town hall, and the second star when it hits 50% counter. Let's see how it just goes down, but the defensive side is ready with all the buildings.
Well, yes, definitely they will be ready, and that is the perfect placement of the freezing spell. I think they won't have much trouble clearing out that centrally placed multi-targeted Inferno Tower, and I think they can be able to take it down, but no healers are going to go down, and it's a matter of few minutes. So it's just a few of the healers left, and but no, they took down the Inferno Tower. Let's see if they can take down the Grand Warden Wizard Tower also. I think this is approaching, this is looking a really good attack considering they still have few of the troops left with them. There are 2 pickers also, and another freezing spell is also coming into the action. They have cleared out almost 60% damage. They can easily push it to 70 or maybe 80% also because they have time in their hands. They are left with a few of the troops also.
Yeah, that's true. But as of now, 70% 2-star, 71% 2-star seems decent. Seems a decent outing for the player, True Warrior, and he is fighting like a True Warrior. And obviously, Grand Warden will take down the defensive heroes as well. But with the time not into the contestation, 10 seconds onto the clock, I would say 72-73% seems like a decent number for them, and not a lot though. But yeah, this much, 72%, a good start out there.
Yes, it is definitely a good start. We saw something different that this time the healers were with the Grand Warden and it was attacking the ground and the air attack, and the Grand Warden is still there. It has reached a 75% overall damage. I think that's a good start considering if it teams also they also started out with 70ish or something overall damage, and it is a good start. But yes, we saw something new, healers being with the Grand Warden itself has the healing ability. Ocean, it can heal itself, even it but using it with your main attack, that is also an advantage. Plus it has the ability to immune the troops in his area. That was also a perfectly used ability.
Yeah, obviously there were some perfectly used abilities just coming out there from True Warrior. I would say 4+1. They started off good, but I want to see what Thunkle does in the retaliation attack. Obviously, the first attack from them, if that goes past 75%, it will be good. If that stays behind 75%, that will be quite decent. But then we'll have to see how it just comes down. As of now, they are going to be using the similar, not the same though, yeah, similar kind of attack right now. And from the back end sides again, the same strategies are coming in. As you can see, Grand Warden and the healer combination is being deployed, and now they'll be using a P.E.K.K.A. as well.
Well, they are definitely having a similar combination of the troops, but if we talk about the town hall, the village, it doesn't have a similar style. So let's see how things are going to turn out for this team. And let's see, the Grand Warden is definitely dishing out the damage. The healers are helping him out. 13% damage has already been reduced. And right now they are relying on the Grand Warden and not using many of their troops, not deploying all the troops at once. Let's see what is going to be their next strategy. And Ice Gloom, I see a good placement of the Ice Gloom also. Let's see Ice Gloom, but that Ice Gloom will be taking a lot of damage from that Inferno Tower.
Well, the Wall Wrecker has been dropped down as well onto the backside of Ice Golem, and Ice Golem is going to be moving alongside King and P.E.K.K.A. That seems like a good outing, and they'll be taking down that Inferno Tower as well. Now CC troops have been deployed from 4+1's side, and if you're talking about Shiloh, I would say Shiloh is looking for a good outing in this one. 31% right now, and the next attack is going to be moving on to Town Hall. Town Hall gets destroyed, 34% single star coming in. Let's see where it just stops up.
Well, a Grand Warden charge is definitely going in, and look at the perfect placement of the freezing spells also, so they won't have much trouble clearing that particular compound, and they've destroyed the central compound, and they are dishing out a lot of damage. 44% has been already achieved, but the two Inferno Towers, look at that, they are going to give a lot of problem to the troops, but they still have lots of troops left with them, so they can easily push it to a 70% overall attack. Healers are also still there, but healers have to be careful of that Inferno Tower. Let's see if they will deploy some of the troops to take it down or not, because otherwise healers will be gone.
Yeah, healers will be gone in this one. 68% right now, slowly and steadily. So we'll have to just talk about how things are just moving forward. But right now 72%, and I mean King has all the elite barbarians just out in this one. Hunter has been deployed as well. Queen's abilities to be charged up. I would say they are looking good. Might as well go to a 90%.
It might go to a 90% because, like you said, there are so many barbarians. They will destroy all the outside resource troops and units. There won't be much trouble. They easily can push it to 100%. Also, they have 27 seconds. That will be enough if they are able to destroy that mortar. Then I think things will become a little easier for them to push it towards 100%. And I think they will be able, because now it's just an archery tower there. Balloons will destroy it very easily. There are still barbarians there, and it is a perfect 100% attack, 100% attack for today.
Shiloh using the best of everything, going up onto the sides of Thankul and doing incredible attack in this one. The first attack for this team, the first attack of the day, actually, that gets to 100%. I would say that's a pretty good start. A head boost for all the other players somehow of the team Thankul. And obviously, if 4+1 has to come back, they will have to just use something out of their book, something out of the extraordinary, because right now they have 2 stars while the other team is already in a lead with 3 stars.
Well, they are definitely in a lead, and let's see how they are going to retaliate. 4+1 Uncle Lion is going to be attacking right now, and if you look at the combination, he has got 2 of the balloons to himself, and I think he will be going for a hybrid attack this time. Let's see how it is going to turn out, and he has already achieved 1 star over there. Overall 80% damage. 1 compartment has been completely destroyed, and the Queen, this time we are seeing a Queen with the healers instead of the Grand Warden. So let's see how that is going to turn out, because we know Queen itself alone can take at least 1/3 of the town if it is getting the backup of the healers also. So let's see, she can easily push it to a 20 or the 30% attack, and we can see some of the baby dragons also. They are very fast, but they don't have too much of the HP. Ocean.
I mean, Baby Dragon was furious, but yeah, will be taken down right now. As we were just talking about this one, a hybrid attack will be just coming in. The hybrid Hawkminer combination will be used for sure. And now, look at this. The balloon is being moved up forward. Exbo will be the next target of the balloon right now. But the Tesla will be doing justice to it. And now Tesla Tower should be taken down slowly and steadily. And yes, now Queen is looking decent for everything onto the areas, and Clan Castle will be the next one to go down. They have 1 star as it took down the town hall right now, but now comes the major push.
Yes, now comes a major push, the hybrid push that we have been waiting for, and this time Minus won't have much trouble taking that Inferno turret. It has already been taken down. They will easily clear out that particular compartment, but the Inferno turret right at the center, let's see if they will be able to approach it. Can they make it to that compartment? Minus can make it. Queen is also engaging in is also trying to take it down, and it has gone pretty easily, but there is also a Wizard Tower which will take it down so easily. Just look at them, they are clearing out compartments so easily, and I think this is going to be turning out a very good attack. Ocean, they can easily push it to a 80% overall. A perfect placement of the freezing spell also coming into the action. They will take down the air defense also, and with that the air defense, one of the air defense is already gone.
Yeah, that's true. 72%, 2 star, 42 seconds on the clock right now. Grand Warden again is moving forward alongside Royal Champion, but the major thing is none of them have their ability except for Royal Champion. Yeah, he has 1 ability for his own self, and now that gets to the perfect use. Cannon goes down as well. 80% will be up there on the clocks.
Well, they have definitely reached to 81%, but they have got 24 seconds in their hands, and I think they will be able to push it to a 90% very easily. They have got the Grand Warden and the Queen and the healers to themselves, and almost they have taken down all the defenses. It's just the resource units that are left. If they had few more seconds in their hand, they would have easily pushed it to 100% attack.
I mean, they can, but the time was not their best friend, right? So that's where it just went down again. 4+1, Uncle Lion tried good, but it went down to a 92% 2-star attack. I mean, Thankul, if they go for another 3-star, they will have a significant lead. We'll have to see if that happens in the next attack, right? If that does not happen, and then obviously things will be onto the different sideboards. But right now, I would say, like, what are you expecting from Thankul? Like, obviously they can go for a 3-star again.
They can definitely go for a 3-star, and if we talk about 4+1, they could have also gone for a 3-star attack. This was a very good attack coming in from them. They were just a little short on the timings. In fact, it was if we talk about the defenses, there was just one last mortar that was remaining that would have been taken down pretty easily by the Queen or the Grand Warden. So it could have also, but that's the main factor. You have to be friendly with the time. If time is not in your hands, even a 3-star attack, you won't be able to finish at 3-star. You will have to do it with 2-star, and the lightning bells again. We are seeing Hiroshin.
Yeah, we are seeing over here out here the spells for the starters trying to take down the central compartments as much as they can right now. But look at this, they have the battle blimp as well. Like, they can just go for this one if they just want to go for an early starters. But Eagle Artillery right onto the sidelines. I mean, they can go for the Eagle Artillery for the starters, but I don't think so. They are going for it. They are going for the other directions. We'll have to see what happens, because this one is going to be onto the air sides, air attack.
Yeah. Definitely, it is going to be an air attack. So the main defense, the main target should be the air defenses, because if they are able to take all 3 of them down, then they can deploy the balloons very easily, and they will do the rest of the job. Let's see if they can make it to the compartment where all the 3 air defenses are placed. That is going to be the main question, because I can already see the troops are losing out on their HP. Battle blimp has been deployed along with 1 balloon. That balloon will be gone very easily, and let's see till at which position the battle blimp will go, and the balloons can easily take that down. But no, they have been taken down. The balloons are gone. They are still left with 20. These were the CC troops. They have been taken down. They have their main troop, that is 26 balloons are still left with them.
Yeah, right now it's 22. Obviously, they are deploying balloons slowly and steadily, but you know, this is one thing that I'm worried about. They are not focusing their attention onto the Eagle Artillery compound. Look at this, what they have on that compound. They have the Defensive King, they have Inferno Tower. Eagle Artillery opens up its mouth, and now it will be going for the major push. Look at this, they have Expo out there. A proper push is coming in from different sidelines, but still, if Eagle Artillery survives, it can take him down. Scattershot as well onto the back end side, is trying to do everything right now. They have just 1 star right now for them. Will be going for the 2nd star slowly and steadily. I mean, the balloons are doing everything in its favor. Take them down, and there is 2nd star coming in, but will they force it down to the 3rd? The balloons look good, the balloons look dominant alongside 1 lava hound as well, but still the question is, can they just end it down? Seems like they can, because now the balloons will be targeting the Eagle Artillery, and once the Eagle Artillery goes down, they have an open ground to play in.
Well, they will definitely have. They now have an open ground to play with, and I think they can easily push it to 100% attack, because most of the defenses have already been taken down. They still have many balloons in their hands, and other troops are also doing their job. So, Ocean, it is very easily a 100% attack, and I think for U1 are looking good, because this is going to be their 2nd 100% attack.
If this is the 2nd attack, I would say they already, you know, have won the mind game, right? Because they already will be forcing a lot of pressure right now. I mean, look at this. Cleanup troops are moving forward to end up this attack. I mean, Gashi did incredible. 2 back-to-back perfect attacks coming in from Thankul, and obviously they have 6 stars for themselves. I mean, these 2 starting attacks will be the ending. They might be the ending for 4+1, the way the attacks have happened.
Well, that can definitely happen, but this time I like they use the lava hounds also along with the balloons, because lava hound, we know it can take a lot of fire from anti-air defenses, and that is exactly what happened. But let's see how the players are going to retaliate. See, they start really good, and let's see, the battle blimp has been deployed along with few of the balloons, but battle blimp has already been taken down.
Yeah, in the early stages. But still, I would say nothing to worry about it right now. As we can see, the Queen will be trying to do everything in this one. And again, this is a perfect example of a hybrid Hogminer combination. But if it goes down, I would say Unique will have to do everything. Otherwise, this attack might just end up to, what, 60 or 70%. The way they have lost all the Battle Blimp troops. But still, like, they have a good compartment opening for themselves if they want to go for the push. I'll have to see where they start their push from. But the Queen, it seems like Queen will be doing everything. The first raids is coming in for the healers and the Queen as well. And after this, they can just go for another rage. And after that, I would say that they can go for the ability usage. But the Queen moving outside the area of rage means only healers will be getting that fruit of the rage.
Well, definitely, and Ocean 31% overall damage. With the Queen, all the heroes are still left with them. In fact, they have their hybrid attack. Their main attack, main troops are still there, and Queen is already dishing out a lot of damage. They have achieved 39, and in a matter of seconds, they will have 40%. Queen's ability is still there. They have used the Barbarian King's ability, and let's see how things are going to turn out. This is looking a very good attack coming in. They can easily push it to a 60 or 70% attack because hybrids, hog riders and miners are still there, and they will also dish out a lot of damage.
They will dish out quite a few amount of damages out here, but still they need the first star, and I think now is where it might just come down. The Hogs are being taken down, but the Miners are not. They will be going for the first star out here in this one. As you can see, the hybrid Hogman combination, the hybrid push is just coming in slowly and steadily. 44%, one star is out there on the clocks. We'll have to see if it ends down good. Scatter shot onto the back end side will be taken down as well, and now Eagle Artillery will be the next target.
Yes, Eagle Archery will be the next target, and I don't think they will have much trouble to take that archery down, and it is gone. It is gone. Now things are going to be very easy because Queen still has her ability, Royal Champion still has her ability, so let's see how things are going to turn out. They have already achieved 57%, 58% attack, and they won't have much trouble clearing out the compartments because just look at it, the defenses. If we talk about, there is an X-bow, there is an Inferno Tower, and they can take that X-bow down very easily, but they have to be careful of that scatter shot over there. If they're able to take it down, then things are going to go smooth for them.
Yeah, it will go smooth for them right now, but 4+1, like, will this be the game they need? Because obviously the time is not in their favor, and again, stopping it down to a 2 stars, and that to 60%, just like I was saying, you know, it might just go down to 60, 70%, that's where they are right now. So yeah, 66% and 2 stars, I would say somehow 67 is where they can go, and yes, they do go for this one. So it's not the best outing by Unique Upain, but still, Thankul will be pretty happy because if they go for another 3-star, obviously they will win the mind game and the overall game right off the third attack if they go for another 3-star.
Well, yes, 4+1 are definitely having a lead. They had 2 of the attacks, both 100% completely, and with this particular attack not being up to the mark, overall damage was also not that high, so the team is in a bit of trouble because 4+1 is looking very strong.
I would say Thankul is looking pretty strong in this one, though, you know, because the way they have been doing decent. But if we're talking about the attack strategies, right, how do you think it's helping them? Because the previous game that we saw, it was difficult to get to the 3 stars. Like, what has changed in the previous? Obviously, the players have changed, though. Like, we have different teams right now. But, like, what are the strategies that these teams are including that they were not? Like, is it the time management? Is it the troop management? What do you think?
I think time management, troop management is definitely there, but another thing is going to be there, the town hall, the village. Their defenses were not that strong, especially that is why they were able to reach 100%, and they were going in for the air attacks. They destroyed the air defenses, and then they deployed their balloons, and that is why that also helped. That was the perfect placement of the troops, knowing when to deploy which one. And if you talk about this particular attack, the healers are already there. 7% attack has already 7%, 9% damage has already been achieved. Let's see if they can take that Inferno Tower down, they can take that air defense down or not. We'll have to wait for it.
Yeah, we will have to wait for it, but right now, as you can see, the starting is just coming up. Siege Barrack was also deployed right off the bat right now, but the King is looking at a different direction. It's not with the P.E.K.K.A. of Siege Barrack, so yeah, that's quite a change in this one. We'll have to see how the things just go down as it is down to 28, 29% right now. Eagle Artillery might just go down, but no one's just looking at that compartment as the bowlers have turned their tables onto the right-hand side and they are looking onto the different compartments right now. But look at the cluster in the center. Abilities are being charging up right now. King's ability was used. Queen's ability is still just, onto the convergence right now. We'll have to see what happens as healers are just backing up Queen.
Well, healers are definitely backing up Queen and Ocean. If you notice in these attacks of these two teams, they are targeting the center. They are just directly moving into the center of the village and clearing it out. That is also helping them, and they have already dished out 66% of the damage. They just need to be careful of the last compartment that is there. Queen still has her ability. Royal Champion still has her ability with her. The healers are there to protect them, and that was a perfect placement of a free spell. Balloons tried to dish out the damage but failed to do so. They have been taken down. And let's see if the Queen and the Royal Champion can take that last compartment down. They have destroyed overall 89. Overall damage is very good, but they are still with 1 star, 2 star coming in. This can easily go to a 3 star because they cleared out that compartment, and now they will be rushing in towards a overall 100% attack because all the defenses are down. It's just 2 gold mines, and they will be taken down so easily. And it's again 100% attack. And look at the time, they had lots of time also remaining in their hand.
It's done, it's done, it's done. Thankul has already won the game the way they are just doing everything. I mean, if you need to cope up from this one, I would say 4+1 needs perfect attacks, plus they need to take down their opponents on 1 star, 1 star, and nothing, like 0 star. But that is like a very difficult story if they have to go for this one. I mean, the dominance, 3 perfect attacks, like perfection, just perfection coming in from Thankul. I'm impressed.
Well, definitely, they just rushed directly into the center of the village and used all the heroes' ability. That also helped it out because they were able to clear out almost all of the town. If you remember also, till the 80% overall damage, they had just 1 star, but they had just had 1 more compartment left and all the heroes were there. So it was very easy for them to take that compartment down also. So rushing into the center directly is helping the team.
Yeah, it is for sure helping the team the way, the team is just moving forward with all the things. 3 attacks, starting off like a decent attack. They did like, what was it? 10 seconds remaining on the clock, they did a 3 star. The next one, 20 seconds on the clock, they did a 3 star. This one, 50 seconds on the clock, they did a 3 star.
Yeah.
What's next? What's next? A perfect time management coming in from the players.
Perfect time management, perfect troop management is coming in from them. And if we talk about this particular attack, Earthquake spell has already been used, and few of the balloons are being deployed. Let's see if they can do some damage, but I don't think that would be possible because they have already been taken down. Another balloon is coming in, and with that, a Royal Champion has been deployed.
Oh, Royal Champion, early deployment is just coming in, and we'll have to see if that's enough for the Town Hall fights, right? I would say somehow it seems like it is, but Royal Champion is not going to go for the Town Hall. That's one thing that we'll be seeing for sure. Now it does, and takes it down. A good outing, a good opening already coming in from Uchicha. But like, will it be enough? That's one of the questions out here. As slowly and steadily, the Ice Golem was taken down, and obviously that freeze was the result of this. We'll have to see if the freeze comes into the next time, because the Ice Golem is just out here freezing the entire opening areas. King and Queen part their ways as they'll be looking for different fights for themselves.
Well, they will definitely be looking for a different fight for themselves. The main target should be the 2 air defenses that are right there, because they have to deploy the 25 balloons that they have with themselves, and the balloons have already been deployed. With that, battle blimp is already there. It will be trying to move towards the main town hall, but can it take down the eagle archery? We'll have to wait for it. One of the air defenses will be gone in a matter of few seconds, and yes, it has been taken down. It's just the last 1 air defense that is remaining, and look at the attack. It is coming in from all the directions, and I think they can easily push it to 100%.
They can push it to 100%, but like, is this really enough right now at this moment? Obviously, they can try take out the individual names to Italy Esports Show if they just want to go for this one, and so many balloons are doing so much stuff out here. Scattershot might be just going down as there's 1 balloon onto the back end side, but no, Scattershot finds it. Scattershot knows it. Scattershot knows how to take it down slowly and steadily. There it is. Scattershot does it. That 1 Scattershot is a value for the defensive sides right now. But it can be taken down. A lot of time is left. 94% onto the clock. It might be their first 100%.
Yes, it might be their first 100%. It is looking like that because scatter shot will be gone in a few seconds, and with that, the last elixir storage is also gone, and it is a complete 100% attack. The way they approach this particular attack, they were attacking the town from all the four directions. When the first air defense was gone, they deployed their balloons. The battle blimp took down the another air defense, and that was the moment they deployed all the other remaining balloons from all the four directions, and it was pretty easy for them to just go for an 100% attack.
But with this one, 4+1 gets them to 9 stars with 1 attack remaining. And Tankul is already on 9 stars with 2 attacks remaining. I mean, they can again increase the lead. They have been perfect so far. 3 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars. Might as well, if they go for another one, it will be 12 stars. I mean, I would want to see, because if they have a 3-star attack in this one, then do whatever. Do whatever 4+1 has to do. They cannot cope up with this one. So this is where the the calculations will be really crucial.
Well, definitely, if again a 3-star attack is going to come, then 4+1 will be in a lot of trouble. And let's see, a battle blimp, an early battle blimp has been deployed over there. And let's see if it can, where it is going to drop the CC troops over there. Healers are already there backing up the queen, if I'm not wrong. Yes, it's a queen. And that wizard tower is definitely going to give a little trouble to the queen, but queen won't have much trouble taking it down. It has already been taken down, and queen walk is already coming in, and we'll see a queen charge also.
We will see the queen charge coming in right now. But defensive troops, I would say, somehow there will be a lot of trouble out here for the players of Shams, like the Sham, the player of Thankul. But like, will it be enough? I mean, he is using his troops at a very good manner. The witch is doing everything good, and this smash attack can just smash out everything if it's just used to its perfection. King and Queen are still out there. Royal Champion as well. Grand Warden, I mean, the ability was used out here, but we'll have to see, like, will it be enough? And again, the attack is coming in. CC troops have been lured out.
Well, they have definitely been taken down. The main central Inferno Tower was giving a lot of problem, but it has already been taken down. I don't think there will be much trouble for them to reach the town hall. They have already reached there, and the last the Wizard Tower has already been taken down, and it will be a matter of seconds. The town hall will be gone, and this attack is looking very good. They still have few of the abilities, the King ability, Queen ability, and Royal Champion still have their ability. It's already a 64% attack. They can push it to a 100% attack, because 90% we can already see them achieving. And if you look at Royal Champion, it is trying to take the outer units, but that Mortar was giving a lot of damage, but Mortar has already been taken down.
Look at King's ability being used at the perfect time right now, and the King is unstoppable. King dished out a lot of damage. Perfection, Tankul, perfection being used by them. Another 100% coming out from this team. 12 stars overall. Can they go for the 5th? I mean, if they go for 5th one, that will be amazing.
Well, that will be amazing. And Ocean, your predictions are coming true. You were just talking about if they go for another 100% attack, and they exactly went for another 100% attack. And now the team 4+1, they have to step up. If they fall short, even if they are going for a 2-star attack, that would seem a little problematic for them.
If they go for a 3-star as well, that will seem problematic for them as well, because right now they cannot win at all. I mean, what they can do is have a 3-star attack, and they can stop the opponent team even like at what, a 0-star attack. But still, if they get 1% more, they win. Like that's how it is, because it's 80% already for Tankul.
Definitely, but it's not going to be that easy to stop the team at 0-star. So that is it is not going to be that easy. So we can already see 4+1 might not be able to qualify. But let's see how their next attack is going to be coming in. This time also, like you said, the King ability was used at the perfect time. And let's have a look at the troops. They will be using few of the balloons. And again, a hybrid attack is coming in, Ocean.
Yeah, that's true. As of now, Battle Blimp is being used, and just like you said, Hybrid Attack will be out there. Battle Blimp will be taken down in the first compartment, and it might just attack Scattershot right now. And yes, it will. It will attack Scattershot. Scattershot goes down in this one. CC troops have been lured out as well. So a good outing coming in from Beckham Longjam. But can he just survive for the long attacks? We'll have to see how the things just happen. But right now, if we're just talking about all the attacks in all the situations, like which attack do you think impressed you the most? And obviously, it should be coming in from Thankul, right?
Yeah, definitely. That attack where they use the balloons from all the four directions, I think
Yeah.
that was a very good attack. I liked it. And if we talk about this one, the battle blimp, they had deployed, and let's see if they will again be deploying their battle blimp. And like you said, it will be taken down in the first compartment because of that scatter shot over there, and that scatter shot has already taken the battle blimp. CC troops are being deployed. Let's see how much damage they can dish out. 8% damage has already been given out, but I think CC troops will be gone very soon. But with that, I can see a queen being deployed with the healers.
They have been deployed out here. We'll have to see where this attack, just goes down with everything. I mean, they will be having good time in their favor. But can they just have, good troops in their favor? We'll have to see how that happens right now. As this is one thing. Lava Hound kind of, just does one thing, and that is lure out the time for the Queen, and that's where Queen wastes most of its time, if not all of its time. So we'll have to just see how the attack just comes down with the stuff right now. 2 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock right now. We'll have to see how the things happen, and 4+1, like, will it be enough? Like, will it be the last attack that they can, just use for their perfection? But Cannon trying to do everything onto the Queen side, but I don't think so. It will be enough. Slowly and steadily, the attack is it's just going to be coming in. But with the current stats of 4+1. I don't think so. The things are going to be just choking on to the situations. But slowly and steadily, let's see how the attacks are going to be just ending. And they still need to go for that hybridization. Will they or will they not? Because the healers are there without a purpose right now.
Well, healers are definitely there, but they will be taken down by that Inferno Tower because they are at the receiving end of the damage, and it's just a matter of time that Inferno Tower, single targeted Inferno Tower, will take it down. And let's see how the hybrid attack is going to be coming into the action, because they are still there. They have the wizards with them, they have the balloons with them, their spells are already there. In fact, all the heroes except for the Queen have their ability also. So let's see how this attack is going to turn out.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of one thing, and obviously, at this moment right now, we're talking about Beckham Longjam. It seems like there has been a bit of an issue and the disconnection, or probably something like that. So this is where it just goes down. And with this one, we kind of know, which team obviously has showcased its back-to-back good attacks and which team has been out here. So somehow I would say we can safely say that Thankul has done incredible for themselves, for their attacks, as it's going to be the last attack from Bubblehead Mung. And let's see if this one also goes to perfection.
Yes, let's see if it goes to perfection, because till now they have been able to achieve 100% in most of their attacks. And if we talk about the defenses of this town, look at that lightning spell is coming into the action. I always like a lightning spell and an earthquake spell. I think this has been the standard combination of the spells, a lightning spell plus an earthquake spell. So they have to total damage, and let's see which of the next troop they are going to deploy. For another mortar is dishing out damage on some of the troops outside, but they are targeting the resource units to increase the overall percent of the damage they can.
They can right now. 12% out here onto the sidelines of overall damage. We'll have to see how the things just come down to, as Lava Hounds. They have 2 Lava Hounds. When Stone Slam obviously will be used with everything right now. Balloons as well. So a Lava Loon attack will be just coming in slowly and steadily. But will it be enough? Because previously when they had 3 stars, they were just using one attack, and that was the Yeti Boulder Smash attack right now. But now, alright, an early King's ability being used up to in this one. They still have 2 minute plus timer for themselves. Let's see how they can just use it.
Let's see how they can use it. They have achieved the 28% overall damage. If we talk about right now, they are engaged in another compartment. And if we talk about the Queen also, look at that perfect freezing spell. And if Queen shoots in that direction, she can take few of the units down. But right now she is engaged somewhere else. Expos are dishing out damage on the Queen. And let's see how that is going to turn out. And Ocean, don't you think the placement of the troops, the timing of the troops is a little problematic in this particular attack? The battle blimp has been deployed, although with few of the balloons, and let's see how far he can go.
right now quite a bit problematic right now. But I would say they have nothing to lose in this one. They've already won. Look at this, 9 stars versus 12 stars, 72% versus 80%, and still they are doing good. Stone Slammer is being used right now. Will be deploying down onto a good area, but nope, it was just a bit short. And now Stone Slammer is doing everything into its perfection. Balloons from the back end as well, doing everything onto their perfection. Still have like 60 seconds plus time for themselves, and 62%, 64% slowly increasing damage number for themselves. So somehow they don't have to worry about anything. All they're doing is onto its own sidelines and guidelines and the better lines, and we'll have to see how they just end it down again. 1 star coming in. That means Town Hall still survives to see another day, but the Stone Slammer will be having different plans, as now the Stone Slammer chimes in, charges in. Town Hall will be the next one to go down. 2nd star, will it be just coming in right now? I would say yes, it can. No!
Yes, it can definitely come, but no, it is not coming. It is not coming, and they will just have to live with a 1 star. Let's see if they can push to a 2 star, because the only thing they can do right now is take the outside units, the resource units, and increase the overall damage. And let's see if a 2 star is coming in or not. I think it is going to be a little problematic. They might go for a 2, but I don't think that is happening, because they are just left with 7 seconds, 6 seconds in their hands, and 88% damage, and just a 1 star attack.
Talk about the things, right? 4 attacks to perfection. 3 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars each attack, and the next one, 1 star, 88%. Still gets them down to 97.6, which is a huge.
Well, that is a huge percentage, because overall, if we talk about, most of their attacks were 100%. On the other hand, 4+1, they were having a little problem. Their overall percentage, damage percentage, is going to be 72%, and only 9 stars they will have to live with it for now.
Yeah, they will have to live with it for now, right now. But if we're just talking about everything, Thankul won everything onto its perfection. Just those 4 attacks change every course of the front line. And I would say if there's a next team that has to just fight against them, obviously Assam will have to watch out what they're going in for.
Well, definitely they will have to watch out for, and when these 2 teams will be competing against each other, against Assam Elites, it is going to be a pretty interesting fight.
For sure. But then this was our side of the story. Our analyst and host will obviously tell you more tits and bits about this attack. So over to them, guys. Let's see what they have to talk about this one.
Thank you so very much, casters. Indeed, what a game. What a wonderful game this has been. I believe through all the qualifiers, this has to be the most incredibly well-versed gameplay coming in from a clan.
Of course, no second thoughts on that. And there was just that only one reason I could figure it out, why they got so many 3 stars.
Right
in front of us.
Oh yes,
a lot of Red Bulls.
Oh,
They did take our word seriously. They did chaga the Red Bulls respectively, and did get those 3 stars out. But getting on the serious note, 4+1 could have done way better in building up their bases. Their bases lacked a lot of elements. The defensive structures were not placed. All Thankul thought did have to do was just get in and destroy.
And seek and destroy is what they did. Now moving on along are going to be these 2 incredible teams from Qualifier 4.
Rematch.
A vengeful match. Oh yes.
Yes. This is a match in which Thankul thought is looking for redemption. They are looking to take vengeance over Assam Elites who defeated them in the past. But this time it's not going to be really easy, because Assam Elites did win their matchup, and they have a pretty decent base built up for themselves. So this was like a double-edged sword, like we did say. It was team 4+1 did come up with some surprises, and the surprises were not on the good side. So they were kind of predictable with the base. The base lacked a lot of structures. A lot of positioning could have been better, and Thankul thought kept things pretty simple, right? So they started up with those 3 stars, and they just went on. And by the last attack, it did not really matter, because even if they would not have had gotten any stars, which barely happens, they would have still won.
They certainly would have, but boy, I mean, Qualifier 4, with that, we have just one final remaining in the qualifiers. That, of course, for COC will take place tomorrow along with FreeFire. But up until now, we've got ourselves the 3 teams. We've got Noob Scarlet, we've got Manipur Esports. Again, hashtag NE Summit. Let us know which team, which clan do you think is going to be, of course, taking home that wonderful prize pool of 75,000 INR when it comes to COC itself. Along with that, like I said, there's qualifier 4, just the semi-finals for COC coming to an end. We are going to continue the stream tomorrow, where, of course, the finals shall start the stream off in COC and then move on into some Free Fire action. But for today, that is all that we've got for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, take care, stay awesome. Airtel India Esports Talk continues its quest to find best esports athletes. The party has reached Northeast India with the Northeast Esports Summit. 2 new esports titles, Clash of Clans and FreeFire, 4 qualifiers, 1 grand final, prize pool of 3.5 lakh rupees, a golden opportunity to rank up on the national leaderboard of India's best esports athletes. Northeast, are you ready? Qualifier 1 registrations from 14th to 26th October.